In this video we will be talking about how to configure common password authentication. First of all, go to Users and select Local Users. Click Add. Here you have the option to add a single user, multiple users, or a group. We will add a single user for this video. A new tab will be opened. Make sure to fill in the box shown, provide a username, alias for remark and check on local password and provide a password. Next, click on Policies and add any policies as required. Click on Advanced for further settings. Once completed, press Commit. We can see that the user has been created. Next, we have to configure a password-based authentication policy. To do so, click on Authentication Policy under Authentication. We can change the default policy or create a new policy according to our requirement. To create a new authentication policy, click Add. Provide a name for this authentication policy. Enter the IP range or MAC address for this policy. Go to Auth method and change to password-based and auth server using local user database. You can also change the captive portal from the drop-down menu. Leave the default options for action and press Commit. We can see that the policy has been created successfully. Please note that the policy on top has higher priority than the bottom. We can now test from any device IP which requires password-based authentication. Open a browser and access any sites. You will be redirected to IAM captive portal. Enter the local username and password and click on Login. We have logged in as local user successfully. Head back to IAM status. Online users. We can see the users that are logged in currently and perform actions such as lock users and log out users. Please take note on the precautions. If need to bind MAC address with local user account, make sure whether the local area network is L3 environment. If it is L3 environment, enable MAC acquisition across L3 network. If local network is using DHCP, do not bind user with IP address. Check on the following item to enable redirection on HTTPS request. In the end of this tutorial, we have learned on how to add a local user, how to configure password-based authentication policy,